Today's painting is an easy, moody landscape, so grab your paints and your brushes and let's get straight to it.
I'm going to be using a small canvas. For colours, I have primary yellow, crimson red, deep green, Payne's grey and some titanium white. I also will be using a cloth, a flat wedge knife, a makeup blending brush, a small dagger brush, a thin line brush, a long flat brush and a jar of water. So first thing is I'm going to grab my long brush, put it in some water, and I'm going to wet my canvas nicely. These canvases are primed, so they are a bit different to a raw canvas where they're not going to absorb as much water. So you don't need too much water to get it nice and wet. I'm just doing that all the way through, making sure there's a good amount of water. Okay, that is ready. Now with my long flat brush, I'm going to mix some deep green. I'm also going to add a small amount of crimson red and some primary yellow. We just want to create a really kind of forest moss green color. And I always find whenever you add a bit of red, it's going to neutralize and yellow is going to warm it up. So now we've got this really beautiful shade. So I'm going to go in whilst the canvas is wet. Okay, I'm just going to start adding colour mostly towards the bottom. It might look messy, we're not worried about that right now. We just want everything to kind of go on the canvas first. I'm just going to wash my brush and go in with some water again because it dried out. And this is also going to help the paint to leak forward and create a really beautiful effect with the paint. I'm just going anywhere where it might be slightly dry. We don't want any harsh lines. So we want everything to be really nice and wet. Okay, so we've kind of got this almost like a forest. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bit of Payne's grey and I'm also going to plop that into there just to add some depth. And we're going to really let gravity play a role in our painting here. Okay, now I'm going to go back in with some of that green that we mixed. I don't have much left, so I'm going to mix some more of it. So it's just the deep green, well, there's way too much red, and then use more yellow. Okay, and you can go back in and just create these more saturated. Maybe add some Payne's grey to the green. Do maybe some Payne's grey and yellow. Paint downwards as well. Okay, now we're going to go in with our clean brush. And what we're going to do is we're going to trickle water into our painting. So I'm going to twist my painting around now, and I'm going to kind of bring it down. So I'm holding it at an angle, and I'm going in with my wet brush, and I'm just going to go in and start creating these. You can put your cloth here at the edge if you want. This is why it's kind of good to do it with a small canvas, because this is manageable, so you can learn to kind of. So we just want to go in and slightly buff everything out a little bit, so that not everything is too only focused at the bottom, and we have some color moving towards the top. So just taking that, and we're bleeding it through, and we're letting those colors kind of melt downwards. Now, whilst they're melting downwards, I'm going to grab my blending brush, and I'm going to go in and slowly start blending out some of the harsher lines, just to get a more airbrushed effect. So we're just getting a softer look. And we're just blending out all those lines. Okay. We almost want this misty, blurry landscape. So this is what we have so far. Now, grabbing my wedge knife, what I'm going to do is I can start to put some, I'm going to start scratching some lines just to add some texture. So I'm just going in and adding some texture to our landscape. Okay, so we've got some kind of lines. Go back in with the blending brush, and you can kind of remove anywhere where you don't want the lines to be showing. So you want it to blur back into the background again. If you want to add anywhere a bit of extra green, you can kind of go in and very, very lightly add some more color. But I think I am pretty happy with how it looks, so I'm going to let this dry before we come back and add our florals. Canvas is now mostly dry. I'm going to be going in with my dagger brush and some of the titanium white that I have here. So I'm just going to wet it slightly, and then I'm going to use this brush to paint some of the florals on there. Now you can water this down so it's not as thick. Okay, so I'm just going to paint some loose florals, like so. Paint some that are more higher. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to turn my canvas around, because so that my flowers are not all one-sided. So I'm just going to sometimes only paint one, and sometimes paint more. I don't want to paint too much as well. I only want to do a few in the and I'm really just putting my brush down and then grabbing it. I'm really not doing too much else. It's very, very easy with the dagger brush to paint these soft petals. So I think that's enough there. So I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to grab my liner brush, which is this one. I'm going to wet it and I'm going to go into the green mix that we have. And I'm going to start creating the stems. And this is where it kind of comes all together. So I'm doing this very kind of loose, and I don't want my lines to be straight. I almost want them to be wobbly and wonky, as that just adds so much character to the painting. And this one can kind of be like a stem going through. Maybe add a few leaves as well. We're just really going to bring this kind of wildflower together. You don't have to take all of the stems all the way down. You can kind of just stop there and it will seem as if it's blending into that blurry background. Also one here, and one there. Now we can start adding some leaves. So sometimes I'm dragging my brush downwards, and then sometimes I'm dragging it upwards, just to give some variety so that everything doesn't look all the same shape. Okay. And we can kind of draw some lines coming out of the meadow as well, just to add some more atmosphere. I'm just doing this with a very watered down of the green that we have, just to create some more texture and depth. Like so. Okay, I'm very happy with how that's looking now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my dagger brush, dip it in some water, and taking a watered down version of the paint, I'm just grabbing some of that green and I'm going to start tapping it on top of the painting. Okay, and then I'm going to do and then I'm going to grab some of the white and I'm going to do the exact same. I'm going to water down the white, and then I'm also going to add some splashes of it. And then any flower that you think is not opaque enough, you can go over it a second time, just to make it stand out a bit more.
This is the final result. I really hope you enjoyed this easy, relaxing acrylic painting today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.